It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off that loss to Phoenix. A real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets and they lost by 3.
Yeah, not a fan of moral victories, but that game in a lot of ways was a confidence booster for them because they really didn't have it that night and yet still had a chance.
It's a testament to their character. They never gave up and fought their way back into it. They have to be happy with that at least.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Schroeder has speed to burn, but also has a great feel for finding angles to convert on the drive.
The shot by Curry, no good. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
And Curry has it in the corner. Embiid with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Pass to Davis. Six on the shot clock. Nobody near Schroeder. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Schroeder's got 5 now.
You can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender. Guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Now here is Hill. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, and Superman taking flight for the lob finish.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Harris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Davis.
For a player this good, still in his 20s, Tobias Harris has been on an astonishing number of teams. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Banked in off the glass.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Now, here's Milton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Horton Tucker.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
The 76ers trail by 16. Here's Korkmaz for the three. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Inside, Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
And so it's Los Angeles with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Oh, no answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Here's Matthews. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Green. Here's Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Gotta admire the hard work by Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Your son, Cole, Greg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass? That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Pass to Morris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Embiid. For Los Angeles, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Free throw good for Morris. And Morris drops them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Outside Curry. Embiid inside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
They are not short in confidence, but they can't get too carried away because it could cost them the game.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Simmons. He has 5. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. 17-point game. And here's Harris from the arc. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Inconsistent from range when he first entered the league. Tobias has turned that completely around.
Outside, Green. Poked away. Pass to Horton Tucker. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
The 76ers trail by 14. He gets it in there. Simmons got 5 points in the quarter.
I just love the heart of Simmons. It doesn't matter what the D throws his way. He's still able to complete the play.
Here's Caruso. And that one's drained from the low block.
And look at how, especially towards the end of games, when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. Before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. He continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
See, in the past, the contact might have discouraged Davis, but now he plays right through it.
Hill looking around. The 19-foot shot misses off the right iron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The 76ers trail by 16. Korkmaz no good.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Putting the ball on the floor, AD just crafty enough on the move to create contact.
At the line for 2. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Here's Philadelphia. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Hill with it. Shoots over Schroeder. And the last-second attempt does not go in for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The 76ers trail by 18. Simmons on the wing. Pass to Harris. Embiid trying to break loose. A nice shot by Harris. 7 points for Tobias Harris. Now here's McLemore. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Schroeder missing. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Embiid wide open. Hands it from downtown.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Trying to get open is Davis. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got 7 points.
What an athlete, Dennis Schroeder. He's a problem when he's out on the break.
Yep, that one goes.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The drive by Simmons. Gasol with the defensive effort.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Simmons inside. Tipped away. Gasol with the steal. And the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And this is why coaches talk about
how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection.
Oh, the power on that throwdown!
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
A shake. Here's Caruso. Pass to Harrell. Back to Morris. 6 to shoot. Here's Caruso. Maxey grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 21. Floats it up for Curry. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. Here's Horton Tucker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Smitty, we see the success and the great talent level in the WNBA. Do you ever think you're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had two women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against that could have played for sure with Cheryl Miller.
And it's Harrell missing. The 76ers trail by 21.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Pass to Morris. Over Harris. Second chance shot. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his second bucket tonight.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points. And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Pass to Caruso. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Morris, no good. The 76ers trailed by 19. Now here is Harris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
Nice bucket. The polished inside game, something Harris relies on.
And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Here's Caruso. To the paint. There's Harrell. He can't get that one. Good D by Howard. There's the lob to the hoop. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Lakers leading by 13. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, well, our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Yeah, easy call.
And for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that he knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
And Howard with the stuff.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
And here we go. Philadelphia running again. It's deflected. They recover it. Harris to the left wing. Back to Howard. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. The second effort. Pass to Embiid. For 3, Harris. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
I'll tell you, Shooter's a tough kid. You see the added strength. We'll see if he can complete the and one.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The 76ers trail by 11. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And it's Simmons penetrating. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Caldwell-Pope outside. Right side, Davis. Pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, AD attracts so much attention. He's learned to stay patient and just locate the open man.
Now Curry. Now Howard. Down low. Here's Embiid. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Embiid's got 19 points.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Los Angeles.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Davis.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Embiid. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Embiid's got it back down to single digits for Philadelphia. Here's Schroeder. And stolen by Harris. Shoots over Schroeder. Harris misses. And so the Lakers take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came